Hello everyone, this is Manjari Kalyankar, Assistant Professor from Rajkot Institute of Management Research and Development, Pune. I again welcome you all for our today's session of MBA Semester 3, Course 301 Strategic Management. We are again going to continue the Unit 1, that is Understanding Strategy Part 4. The content of our today's session will be business definition using Abell's three dimensions, then objectives, the concept of goals, and linking objectives to mission and vision. Now, let us start with the first point of our today's session, that is business definition. We have come across this word in our previous session wherein we studied the hierarchy of strategic intent. Business definition is a middle point element in the hierarchy of strategic intent. Now, let us see what does it means. Business definition refers to the description of products, services, activities, functions, and markets in which an organization deals. It is a component of mission statement which forms the foundation for all the strategic planning process and shows the organization a way to achieve success. Business definition outlines the current position and desired future positions by estimating the changes as well as their effects. It discusses the operations of the organization but does not exactly specify the reason behind particular operation. This concept applies to both the product and service organizations. Business definition is usually marketing oriented and it focuses on customers as they are the strength of the organization. As an external stakeholders, the customers have the power to make or break the organization. Now let us study business definition using Abell's three dimensions. According to Abell, a business may be defined by three dimensions. Customer group, which describes the categories of customers or whom the business satisfies. Second, the customer functions, which describes the customer needs or what is being satisfied. And the third one, technologies, which describes the way the firm satisfies the customer needs. As shown in the diagram in the previous slide, now let us see the dimensions of business definitions. So the first dimension is customer groups. Defining customer groups requires understanding customers' identities. Some common dimensions for describing identities include geography, demography, socio-economic class, lifestyle, personality, characteristics, or user industry and size. For example, if BMW wants to define its customers, then it would have to identify its customers on the basis of socio-economic class or on the basis of physiographic factors. Now, with this, let us start with the second dimension, that is, customer functions. Products or services perform certain functions for customers. However, functions must be separated conceptually from the way the function is performed, as well as the attributes or benefits that a customer may perceive as important criteria for choice. In this sense, consider an example of the function transportation. A taxi is a way of performing the function, and price, comfort, speed and safety are the attributes or benefits associated with the choices. Hence, here transportation becomes a function and other factors are the benefits or attributes associated with that function. Now, coming to the third dimension of Abell's three-dimensional model, that is technologies. Technologies describe the alternative way in which a particular function could be performed for a customer. Therefore, in this context, a technology represents the form of the solution to the customer's problem. If the function is transportation, The technologies might include road, rail and or a sea travel. So here the technology may be any alternative way of transportation for the given group of customer according to the Abell's three-dimensional model. Now coming to the next point, that is objectives. Objectives are the specified targets to be achieved in a stipulated period of time. The objectives identify the activities of the organization. Strategic objectives are those aims that are formulated to bring major changes in response to the changes, competition and issues in the environment. These objectives are formulated to address the various internal and external issues such as target customers, target markets, products and changes in technology, etc. While formulating strategies, objectives help in decision making by assisting the managers in various perspectives. These objectives helps the manager in evaluating performance of the employees in terms of quality and quantity. It also provides measures for evaluating the final performance of employees. Now let us see how objectives should be. The characteristics of good objectives are as follows. The objectives should be specific and unambiguous. That means they should be clear and should not have multiple interpretation. The time horizon. That means there should be stipulated specified time to achieve the given objectives. They should be flexible and should be able to change as per the demand of the situation. Next one, they should be attainable. That means the objectives should not be something which is fictitious. It should be something that can be achieved in reality. The objectives should be measurable, which means one should be able to evaluate the level of objective achieved. And the last one, multiple objectives. The objectives should not constrain to only one or two. There should be multiple objectives to achieve the various strategic benchmarks. Now, next coming towards goals. Goals are the idealistic situations that an organization wishes to achieve in future. They are permanent and continuous in nature. Goals are associated with specific time frame. Goals provide the basis for action towards the achievement of the organization's mission in the form of specific milestones. Goals are financial and non-financial and specify the route the organization takes to achieve its vision and mission. It is often seen that organizations pursue a range at financial and non-financial goals which are not always perfectly consistent with one another. Now let us see some examples of business goals. So here are listed a few. The first one is increase profit margin. Next, increase efficiency. Then capture a bigger market share. Next one is to provide better customer service. Then to improve the employee training, and at the last reduce carbon emission. So these are the small goals of an organization which are on the continuous basis and works as a small milestone to achieve the path towards the organizational vision. Now let us start with the last section of our today's session, that is linking objectives to mission and vision. As we all know that objectives are strongly associated with the mission and vision of the organization. Formulation of vision and mission sets the platform for the process of strategic management. The vision statement establishes a basic premises and then defined and specified in the mission statement. The vision and mission statements lead to formation of concrete objectives. The vision and mission statements are not specific, while the objectives are achievable and specific in nature. In other words, objectives are the detailed and specified version of vision and mission statements. Usually, setting the objectives is the task of top level management and hence should be properly communicated to the staff at all the levels of the organization. As you can see in the diagram, there are three sections, that is the vision statement, the mission statement and the objectives. The diagram shows the linkages between three of them. Now let us see in detail. The first section is the vision statement. The vision outlines what the organization wishes to achieve. Then, depending on the vision, the mission statement is formed. It highlights the features and functions of the business. And depending on these both, the objectives are set. These are the set targets to achieve the defined mission and vision. In this way, the vision, mission, and objectives are linked together. To summarize the linkage between the vision, mission, and objectives, let us see the further points. That is, both the vision and mission shows the way to achieve the objectives. The vision statement summarizes the objectives and mission statements set a platform for objectives. Hence, without setting vision and mission statements, it is nearly impossible to formulate the objectives. Connecting the objectives with vision and mission statement is very crucial and is usually carried out by top level management. And in this way, the linkages of objectives, vision and mission works. With this, I conclude today's session and hope that it was beneficial for you all. Thank you.